Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
As the cleanup continues in Gaylord, we're getting a new perspective of that deadly tornado. That story tops our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Kasumi. Tomorrow, FEMA is going to be arriving in Gaylord to begin formally assessing the damage that was caused by that deadly EF3 tornado. In the meantime, the community continues to rally around those impacted as we uncover more damage and more devastation. And the images are just shocking. Homes completely gone, cars tossed around in the yard and overturned, and then fields and fields of debris. Local 4's Nick Monticelli has this report.
Good afternoon. There are still lots of people trying to figure out what to do with their homes. Some are destroyed, some are damaged, but we're also getting a first-hand look at just how bad this was, and all of it captured on a tiny camera in the back of this SUV.
There we go. See, it's coming from the east.
Okay.
Okay, it's actually going that way.
Oh my gosh! This is the most intense video we have seen yet, showing just how powerful that EF3 was that ripped Gaylord apart. The camera is in the back window of Artis Huff's SUV. Her husband, Stephen, was on a fishing trip with barely any cell service. The only message he got was,
Gaylord gone, tornado, and that was it. And then I grabbed my stuff, told my two brothers, we got to go.
And when he got home,
this shed here was actually sitting right there.
The damage is one thing, but watching this video, he realizes his wife and mother-in-law were feet from death.
I thought it was a great video, but it was scary, you know, because I knew that my mother-in-law, and she was just next, like 2 feet, maybe 3 feet from the tornado.
Here's the camera in the windshield showing inside the garage. That door on the left is where Artis was holding on to her 94-year-old mother for dear life.
And as I said, it only lasted like 8 seconds,
Well,
the actual. Then I heard the tree fall and I thought we were gone.
Fortunately, their home is still standing. Many of the neighbors aren't so lucky.
I still think that possibly it might have been because she had the windows and doors and the garage door open. That's the reason why my house is still here.
And as the cleanup continues, so does the goodwill.
Well, and we had been kind of like hermits through the COVID and through the divisiveness, and so to have everybody show up at the door, these guys were in there helping me lift my mother back off the stairs.
Now, just to add some perspective here, where our live truck is sitting is where that dumpster was. It rolled, thrown all the way across this driveway to where it sits now. Of course, there are a lot of people here who still need help, need supplies, need donations. We've got all the information on how you can help on our website at clickondetroit.com. We're in Gaylord. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
And we know that those things are incredibly heavy. Thank you, Nick. Also making headlines this afternoon. Today at the World Economic Forum, the president of the European Commission said that Russia is, quote, weaponizing food supplies with global repercussions.
In Russian-occupied Ukraine, the Kremlin's army is confiscating grain stocks and machinery. For some, this brought back memories from a dark past, the times of the Soviets, crop seizures, and the devastating famine of the 1930s. Today, Russia's artillery is bombarding grain warehouses in Ukraine, deliberately. And Russian warships in the Black Sea are blockading Ukrainian ships full of wheat and sunflower seeds.
In the meantime, today marks 3 months since Russia invaded Ukraine, and with the conflict showing no signs of easing anytime soon, Ukraine's President Zelensky is accusing Russia of organizing a massacre in the Donbas region. Here's Richard Engel with this report.
It was exactly 3 months ago, on February 24th, that Russia launched its invasion of this country. And now the fight is squarely focused on this part of eastern Ukraine, the Donbas region. And this is now an artillery war with both the Ukrainian military and the Russian military trading artillery fire. And in this region, over the last several days, Russian forces have been making slow, and very devastating advances. And it's working like this. Just up the road where I am right now, Russian forces yesterday took over about half of a village. They are now fighting to take control of that entire village. And if they are able to take it over, they could then advance their artillery, put this region where I'm standing right now within artillery range, and several other large Ukrainian-held towns also within artillery range. And that is something that the Ukrainian military is trying to prevent. According to Ukrainians, Russia now controls about 20% of this country, including the occupied Crimean Peninsula. And there are numerous reports, growing evidence, that in areas under Russian control, there are atrocities being committed by Russian soldiers. In fact, there are about 1,300 different Ukrainian investigations underway right now into possible war crimes. Richard Engel, NBC News, Slavyansk.
Richard, thank you. President Biden is making the long flight back to Washington after spending his last day in Asia, meeting with leaders of Australia, Japan, and India. The group discussed trade and climate change, but like most of the president's meetings on this Asian trip, Russia's invasion of Ukraine hangs over everything. So far, India, long dependent on Russia for its defense, has stopped short of condemning the Ukraine invasion or Russian President Vladimir Putin. It's unclear whether President Biden made any headway in convincing the prime minister to distance his country from Russia. Well, let's talk gas prices now, because if your gas tank is on empty, here's a check of what you're going to be paying to fill up this afternoon. Prices across Metro Detroit are up a penny from Monday to about $4.60 per gallon. That's for regular, and that's 61 cents more than on April 24th, a month ago. Across the state, prices stayed the same from Monday at around $4.57 per gallon. There are more developments in the country's ongoing baby formula shortage. Another shipment from Europe is expected to arrive tomorrow. And the White House says that this batch of formula is from Germany. It's going to end up in Washington, D.C. The first shipment also came from Germany on Sunday. Well, let's turn our attention now to your forecast on this Tuesday afternoon as we give you a live look outside there. It looks pretty sunny, Paul. He's in for Brandon this afternoon with a look at what we can expect for the rest of the day.
Yeah, hey, Rod, I've been watching this large swarm of bugs on our Skycam this morning. They're on their union lunch break right now. You don't see them, but I'm still trying to figure out what they are. I mean, they are not fish fly, so I'm going to keep an eye on those things. Anyhow, right now we have temperature of 67 at Metro. Now, a lot of us have risen into the low 60s. Metro is at 67, and the wind is very, very light. So let's look at our 4-zone forecast with all this sunshine. Again, in the Metro zone, 70 Detroit over to Romulus, Dearborn, upper 60s as you get north of 8 Mile. Then down in our south zone, we're looking at high temperatures today. That'll be generally in the upper 60s, a little cooler near Lake Erie. And then as we get into our west zone, we're also looking at temperatures that are generally going to be in the upper 60s, mid 60s as you get north of Highland Road. And then as you get into our north zone, we have that northeast wind off of Lake Huron, keeping you much cooler near the lakeshore, but inland it's low to mid 60s. I'll be back to talk about your holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Paul, thank you so much. Let's turn our attention now to the coronavirus. Tomorrow, we expect to get our weekly COVID-19 update from the state. In the meantime, there's a new study that found many COVID-19 long-haul sufferers from neurological symptoms months after their initial infection. Researchers from Northwestern University analyzed a small group of patients for up to 9 months after their initial visit to a long-haul clinic. And they found that on average, 15 months after disease onset, most COVID long haulers experience symptoms such as brain fog, numbness, or tingling, headache, dizziness, blurred vision, tinnitus, and fatigue. And that continued. They did not notice any significant changes in the frequency of most neurologic symptoms between the first and follow-up appointments.